Hello everybody, welcome to Prelims Plan 2026 and this is day 32 of our plan. Yesterday we have started modern history and we have seen how to complete modern history in a 1 week. So our telegram channel name is UPSC Plan DKV. You can find the relevant PDFs and everything in that particular telegram channel, and this is a QR code. You can just join through this. Now, if at all we have seen our prelims plan, our January month target is to complete polity, geography, and economics. Right? We have completed the static portions. Along with the PYQs and monthly magazines also we have covered. Coming to our February month targets, yesterday we have seen that we need to complete history, environment, and geography as a whole in the month of February, isn't it? And also we have to cover the monthly magazines and PYQs. So we are planning our time accordingly. And daily half an hour we are planning CSAT. Half an hour to 1 hour we are planning CSAT, isn't it? So yesterday's, if at all you see our yesterday's target, we have to complete. See, total pages of modern history textbook will be 700 pages on an average. We have to complete 60 pages. Yesterday's target, isn't it? So let us see what we have completed now. So this is day one of a modern history plan. Yesterday, I personally read 85 pages. This is not just alone. Yesterday, a day before yesterday, I have completed 20 pages on an average. So on a total 85 pages I have read, and yes, I have done the revision. I discussed with my friends also. Now, what are the topics or chapters that I have completed? Sources for modern history and major approaches, advent of Europeans and consolidation of British power, and India on the eve of British conquest. These four topics I have covered, isn't it? Now, what are the important areas to remember or make note in these particular four chapters? Okay, see, in the first chapter, where you can see these sources of modern history, modern India, in that particular chapter, newspapers and books will be there. Okay, you try to remember the names of the newspapers and the author and the editors, along with that books and novels, along with the authors. That particular page is important and try to recollect whenever possible. And in the third chapter, you try to remember the order of Europeans who arrived first and which year they have arrived. Along with that, where did they first, build their forts or settlements, etc. Those points are really important. For example, if you see the order, what is the order? First, Portuguese arrived, isn't it? Then in that Portuguese, there are 3 to 4 governor generals are there. For example, Francisco de Almeida, Alfonso de Albuquerque, and Nino de Cunha. Those kind of names you have to remember. After Portuguese, Dutch arrived. After Dutch, English arrived. After English, French arrived, and after French, lastly Danish arrived, isn't it? No, I don't think Danish not. French will be the last, and Danish will be the after English. Okay, so this is how you remember the order and try to remember the years, and also you try to remember the battles that were involved. For example, first Carnatic War, second Carnatic War, and third Carnatic War between English and Dutch, isn't it? And famous persons, if at all, if I know, for example, in French, if at all you see, Duplessis will be the famous person to remember. You try to understand about Duplessis and everything. Those kind of things you need to remember. When you are revising, you revise in this particular manner. And also in later Mughals chapter, everything is important. See, particularly later Mughals chapter is important for mains rather than prelims, but also chances are there for asking prelims also. And you try to remember the rulers in an order wise. After Aurangzeb died, so Bahadur Shah won. Then last Bahadur Shah too. So you remember the order between them. Okay, and what are the positives and negatives of the particular rulers? For example, if there is any ruler who abolished jizya, for example, you name it Jahandar Shah, like that. Okay, so if at all there are any positives, you try to remember the positives. If at all there are any negatives, so for example, there is a ruler called Muhammad Shah who is a alcohol addict or opium addict. So those kind of things, how the administration got deteriorated. So those kind of things, if you tell you remember, it will be easy to interlink in the examinations. Okay, and you try to understand why the Mughal has declined, and also how India is there during 18th century. This is also an important thing, like what are the social economical status and what are financial status, everything that you can understand in that particular fourth chapter. Okay, so these kind of things that you need to remember, and when you're discussing with friends you try to remember in that aspect. Now regarding CSAT, I have personally did not do ages, but I have done clocks. Okay, see, that's up to you. Yesterday I think I got very less time to complete CSAT. Hence, I choose some easy topic. I have done clocks, and no PYQ I did not do yesterday. I'll do it today and tomorrow. That's not an issue. And one thing to mention, I just don't wanted to go with 2023 PYQ. I just wanted to revise whatever PYQs I have completed in the month of January. Okay, because I think I will take 2 to 3 days to revise the PYQs which I have done in January, so that I'll get accustomed with the techniques and tricks again. Maybe some sort of ease will be there for me to understand the questions also. So I'll give some time for revision. It's up to you. If you wanted to start 2023 PYQ, you start, or else you just revise January month PYQs. Okay, so that's it. Tomorrow we'll meet again tomorrow. Okay, same, you see, tomorrow our target is to complete 70 pages. See, what do you mean by tomorrow? Today you have to complete, and tomorrow in the video will be seen. Okay, and along with that you do PYQs and also CSAT. So that's it for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.